angle OAB, or in order to find out angle OBA, what you must observe that OA is equal to OB, because both are radii of the same circle. Now, if OA is equal to AB, if you see I've joined AB with the help of a dotted line, triangle OAB becomes an isosceles triangle, and in which sides are equal? OA and OB. So you know that in an isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to equal sides must be equal. So therefore, this unknown angle here and this angle here both must be equal to each other. And you know the third angle in this triangle to be 140 degree. So therefore, you can find out the angle, right? So let's write this. OA is equal to OB. Why? Because radii of the same circle. That means triangle OAB is isosceles in which OA is equal to OB. So what are the angles that are opposite to OA and OB? Opposite to OA, if you see, is angle OBA, and opposite to OB is angle OAB. So you can write angle OAB is equal to angle OBA, and you will give your reason. In an isosceles triangle, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now, once you know that these two angles are equal in that triangle OAB, we'll use the fact that sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180. So we say in triangle OAB, angle, which is the 140-degree angle here, AOB. AOB. And what are the remaining two angles? The remaining two angles are these, OAB and OBA. Must be equal to 180. Because sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Right? Now put the values. AOB is given to be as 140. And you know OAB and OBA are equal. So you can write OAB here, and you can replace OBA also by OAB, equal to 180. Since angle OAB is equal to angle OBA. Okay, so this becomes 140 plus twice angle OAB is equal to 180. So that means twice angle OAB is equal to 180 minus 140. Twice angle OAB.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning. That means twice angle OAB is equal to 40. That means angle OAB is equal to 40 by 20, which is equal to 20 degrees. So OAB, what have we got? These two angles are equal to what? OAB and OBA both are equal to 20 degrees. Therefore, angle OAB is equal to angle OBA is equal to 20 degrees. Okay. So that is what we had to find out here. Angle OAB. And angle OAB, how much have we found out here? Angle OAB we have found out to be 20 degrees. Let's mark it in the figure. OAB, we have found this out to be 20 degree. This also we have found out to be 20 degree, right? Just mark it in the figure. So that answers the third part of the question. We now see the fourth part, angle CBA. So this time we have to find out angle CBA. That means you have to find out this angle here. Now CBA, this is very easy. This entire angle, how much do we know? This entire angle, we know it as 60 degree. How much have we found out this angle to be just now? 20 degree. So therefore, how much should be this angle? This angle has to be 60 minus 20, which is equal to 40, right? We write angle CBA is equal to 60 minus angle OBA, which is equal to 60 minus 20, which is equal to 40 degree. That's it. That answers your question, all four questions. Okay. So I hope this, no problem here in this question. Then we'll move on to the next problem. If you cannot understand any part, please ask. Circles, you might have problems. Circles is, you will find circles difficult initially. Once you get used to it, then you will find it a little easier. But to start with, you will find it a little tough. Number 2. This is the figure that is given to you. This is given to be the center of the circle. So let's draw it a little neatly. So that it looks like the center of the circle. Now this is okay. So this center is given to be somewhere over here. Okay. Okay. This is the given figure. Now let's read the question. In the figure given below, it is given that angle ABC is 40 degrees. Fine. So let's mark this angle 40 degree. AD is a diameter. Uh, D is somewhere over here. This point is D. AD is the diameter. So you can see the center lies on this diameter, right? O. Calculate angle DAC. That means you will have to find out this angle. Okay. So how will you find out this angle? First of all, what you must realize is that this angle here is 90 degree because this is angle in a semicircle, right? So if this is 90 degree, also what you must also see that you see this segment, this 40-degree angle that you see is on this segment, right? This minor segment. What is the other angle in this minor segment? You see that this angle here is also the other angle in the minor segment. That means these two angles must be equal. So this is also equal to 40 degree. So now consider triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, you know this 90-degree angle and you know this 40-degree angle. That means obviously you can find out the third angle in this triangle. Is it clear? Angle ACD is equal to 90 degree. Angles in a semicircle is a right angle. Okay, so 90-degree angle we know. Next, what did we realize? We also realized that not only this angle is 90 degree, but also this angle and this angle are equal. So let's write this. Angle ABC is equal to angle ADC is equal to 40 degree. Reason is angles in the same segment are equal. Right? So this is, now we'll write this as 40. Let me write very lightly. So this is 40. Yeah, now the third angle is the required angle, angle DAC. So we'll use triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, angle DAC, the unknown angle, plus the 40 degree angle here, which is angle ADC, plus the 90 degree angle, angle ACD. All these angles sum up to 180 because sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Put the values. Angle DAC we need to find out. Angle ADC is 40. Angle ACD is 90 to 180. Angle DAC plus 130 is equal to 180. That means angle DAC is 180 minus 130, which is equal to 50 degree, and which is our required angle that we needed to find out. Okay. So I hope you have no questions here. We'll move on to the next problem. Now the next problem is a little tricky and will require a little bit of concentration. This is a figure that is given to you. This is given to be as a dotted line. We'll draw it as a dotted line. Okay, so this is the figure that is given. Now let's read the question. In the figure given below, P and Q are centers of the two circles. You see P and Q, they are given to be centers. P is a center, Q is also a center of the two circles intersecting at B and C. These two circles intersect at these 2 points, B and C, right? ACD is a straight line. So you see ACD there, from the smaller circle to the bigger circle. That line is a straight line. Calculate the value of X. You need to calculate this unknown angle. So how do you calculate? Now one more angle is given here. This angle is given. 130 degree. Okay. Now with the help of this, we are going to calculate the value of x. So first of all, what you realize is this 130 degree, if you see, is the angle on this arc subtended at the center of the circle. What is the angle subtended on the same this red marked arc on the remaining part? If you see, this is the angle that is subtended on the remaining part of the circle, right? So this angle must be how much? Half of 130, which is equal to 65 degree. So once you know this to be 65 degree, you can calculate this angle here because this is angle in a straight line. This angle will be how much? 180 minus 65, right? So 180 minus 65 will be equal to 125, 115, right? So this angle here is 115. Now once you get this angle here, now what you see, this angle, that 115 degree that we have found out, is the angle subtended by this arc on the remaining part of the circle. And what is the corresponding angle subtended by the same blue arc at the center of the circle? This angle here. So if this angle is 115, this angle must be double of 115, right? Which must be equal to 230 degree. And once you know this is 230 degree, you can calculate x. X is what? 360 minus 230. And that is done. Is this clear to everyone? Or any question you have? Okay. Let's write this down. First of all, we'll write angle ACB is equal to half of angle APB, which is equal to half of 130, which is equal to 65 degrees. Reason is angle subtended by an arc at the center. And in this case, which one is the arc we are talking about? We are talking about the arc AB, right? At the center of a circle is double the angle subtended by it on the remaining part. Right? Next, once we have found out 65 degree, we found out the other angle which is on the same straight line, which is angle BCD. So let's write it. Angle ACB plus angle BCD must add to 180 degree. Which are the angles we are talking about? We are talking about this angle and we are talking about this angle. These two angles add up to 180 because they are angles on the same straight line. Angle ACB, how much have we found above? 65. Plus angle BCD is equal to 180. That means angle BCD is equal to 180 minus 65, which is equal to 115 degree. So we have found out this angle here to be 115. Now once this angle is 115, as I told you, this angle must be double of 115 because this angle is subtended by the blue arc at the center. 115 degree is the angle subtended by the blue arc on the remaining part of the bigger circle, right? So therefore, we write angle reflex angle BQD is double of angle BCD is equal to 2 into 115 degree, which is equal to 230 degree. Reason is angle subtended by an arc. In this case, which arc are we talking about? We are talking about the arc, major arc, BD, right? By an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle subtended by it on the remaining part. Right? So therefore, what is x? X is equal to 360 minus reflex angle BQD. You see in the figure here, this angle x is entire angle, one complete angle minus this reflex angle. So 360 minus 230, which is equal to 130 degree. And that is the answer. Is it clear? No one has any question. Class 10 seems to be very sharp, except during examinations. We'll move to the next question. But before doing the next question, we'll see what we'll see a certain definition. Okay. Look, first read the question. In the figure given below, I is the in-center of triangle ABC. Now, what is the in-center of triangle ABC? Let's first understand in-center. This was there in your syllabus, but this has been deleted from your syllabus. The construction of in-center, in-circle and in-center was there in your syllabus, but this has been removed from the syllabus. The construction part has been removed. The definition has not been removed. So if you have triangle ABC, and what I do is I draw bisectors of each of the angles of this triangle. I draw the bisectors of angle A. If this is a bisector, this angle must be equal to this angle. I draw the bisector of angle B. In this case, these two angles must be equal. And I draw the bisector of this also. And in this case, these two angles must be equal because this is the bisector, right? And I call this point, say I, point of intersection of the bisectors. Okay, I is called the in-center. Which is point of intersection of the internal bisectors of the angles of triangle ABC. Please remember this, that in-center is the point of intersection of the internal bisectors of the angles of a triangle. Okay, so once this definition is okay with you, we'll move on to this problem. In this figure, I is the in-center of triangle ABC. Okay, so this is I is the in-center. Now remember, in-center does not mean the center of the circle. In this problem, while answering the questions, you will confuse. You will confuse that I is the center of the circle. I is not the center of the circle. Okay, I'm repeating, I is not the center of the circle. Just keep that in mind throughout the question. When you are doing this question, just keep that in mind. This angle is given to be 55 degree. This angle is given to be 65 degree. Okay, this is the figure given to you. Okay, now let's see what is the question here. In the figure given below, I is the incenter of triangle ABC. AI produced meets circumcircle of triangle ABC. Circumcircle of triangle ABC means this circle that that passes through the vertex A, vertex B, and vertex C. That is called the circumcircle. That surrounds the triangle. Okay, circumcircle of triangle ABC at D. So AI, when produced, it meets the circle at D. Given that triangle angle ABC is equal to 55 degree. So this angle is given to be 55 degree. ACB as 65 degree as already marked in the figure. Calculate angle BCD. The first angle that you need to calculate is this angle BCD. Okay. Now how do you calculate this angle? Now what you must realize is that this angle BCD is on this segment. If you see the segment that you see here, the segment I am shading, the small segment, this lies on this minor segment, right? And what is the other angle that you see? The angle that forms a Z in this segment is this angle, right? So these two angles must be equal, right? Now how to find out this angle? Now see, look at triangle ABC. You know two angles of the triangle. That means you can find out the third angle. This angle you can find out, right? Now once you find out this angle, because AI is the bisector of the angle, therefore whatever angle that you get, this angle that you get, you take half, you'll get this angle. You take half, you get this angle, right? And that is what. So once you get angle BAD and this unknown angle are equal because they are angles in the same segment, and therefore our question is done. So let's first write. Um, let's find out the third angle, that is angle BAC. In triangle ABC, this is the first question. In triangle ABC, angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to 180 because sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Put the values. Angle BAC we need to find. ABC is 55. ACB is 65. That means angle BAC plus 120 is equal to 180. Means angle BAC is equal to 180 minus 120. That means BAC, how much are we getting? BAC is equal to 60 degree, right? So we have got this entire angle as 60 degree. Okay, so how much will be this angle? 30 degree. This angle will be 30 degree. Why? Because AD is the bisector or AI is the bisector. So since AI is the bisector, of angle A, therefore angle BAD will be equal to angle DAC is equal to half of 60, which is equal to 30 degree. So both are equal to 30 degree. Now once I have got this angle as 30 degree, these two angles will be equal. This 30 degree angle and this angle must be equal because they are angles on the same segment. The segment I have shaded here. Therefore, angle BCD is equal to angle BAD is equal to 30 degree. Why? Because angles on the same segment are equal. That answers the first part of the question. So let's mark it here in the figure as an angle that we have already found out. We may use it in future. So we'll just mark this. This angle we have found out to be 30 degree. Okay. And this angle also, let's mark it in very lightly. This angle is also 30 degree. Okay. So I'll stop here.